Right guys, hang on a minute. It's been a couple of weeks from I was last on air, believe it or not. Here's what I've done. We were working on the fence. I had ran out of time, I believe. The reason we didn't pick it up again was because the weather has been horrendous. Let me show you what we got done. Ta-da! High tensile electric fence 2.0. Let me tell you what the difference between this fence was and the fence down there, apart from about 20 hours of experience. I have raised the height of the lower fence. It's not, or the lower wire, it's not electrified, but it's 16 inches above the height of the ground. Here it's a bit lower because we're missing the thatch layer of the grass. The turf, the soil's been, the grass is missing. It will be replaced over time, not look as bad. But if you see me down there strimming in the lower field there, it's a lot easier to get underneath. Then it's 12 inches and 12 inches. The reason is, on my portable electric fence with the poly braid, the lowest, I'm down to using 2 strands. The lower strand is 16 inches off the ground, and the sheep have been in for about 6 weeks. So, blade of grass. Let's check the voltage. Don't feel it. She dead? What? The battery's probably dead. I'm using 3 batteries to power my energizer, which is in turn keeping the sheep in. The sheep are pretty tame because the battery's been dead. The batteries I got them for free, and they're probably not that well charged. Look at that there for a neat job. Following your advice, I did it that way, round and then the corners through the loop. If you notice there's no insulators on here, that's because the post isn't a full 90. It's corners in here, it's open, but it'll be alright. Wait till I show you this. If you were watching the last video, you've seen that I tried to make a shortcut by making it easier for the wire to unravel. It didn't work. It really backfired on me. It ended up in a pile of knots. Well, a pile of twists. The loops were all in sync and they got tangled in through other. Makes for a handling. I'm sure some of you have already did it before. I'm not the first one. I've lost a lot of wire. I had to use 1 figure-8 knot. It's not finished yet because whenever I started tightening it up, it ended up right on the insulator, as luck would have it. But we're a wee bit back from it. It's not fully tight yet, but if I had wire pullers, chain jobbies, I probably would have had it finished by now because I've been able to put proper tension on. I'm scared of breaking it anyway. I don't want to. It's alright. Eventually, if that tightens up more, I will use this over here, loop it over, and that one there, over there, loop it over, sealing the joint. Looks well. I think it does anyway. We'll use these again. Don't know what you call them. Tighteners. Now that I have the high tensile fence around here, we're now ready to bring the sheep up, and the plan is to do that today. If you look at this lush green grass, that was full of rush. I was driving up and down with the digger, trampling it. Biomass. Now, this was the burn pile with the remains of it. Well, over there it actually was. The grass is starting to come up, but there's still a lot of sticks. And before that grass gets too high, like you see me doing the stick removal when I was trimming, the whole idea is to get this tidied up to have a nice pasture moving forward, that if a farmer needed some hay or silage or whatever, I could potentially supply him with some. You'd have to bring all the machinery and do it right enough. Guys, look at this. There's a connection down at the water tank, and again here, just to join the top 2 together. Why not when I have the brackets? And I like doing it. The wire then follows up, goes up here onto the insulator. The idea that the sheep can go in there and strip that periodically, like I was doing in the low section, where once again it comes down and is mirrored on the section. The whole idea is I'm now behind the fence. It's that simple. You have seen sheep going down here and stripping it whenever the digger was here, whenever Trevor was here with the digger, which we got a lot of work done. I was really happy how we got it done, so cheers Trevor, aka Jackie's the nickname. Now, if you have been following in this lower fence, there's a pretty steep climb up the back field where we're at, the farmyard's far left corner. This smaller post has been put in at like 40 videos ago. I was talking about putting extra posts in and following the contours of the lawn. I eventually did that. We put in two to three posts with the digger, and now up there when I was working that with no camera and getting soaked, I bit the bullet and pulled all all of these, whatever you call them, insulators off the lower field and raise it to the height to match that, because I was so impressed with how it looked. See the line here? That's from 1 week to the next. Well, that was actually 2 to 3 days, but it was a small section I gave them before giving them this big section with the mound and all in it. Look at the rush. See where the strimmer's at? I quickly trimmed up here. There was a few thistles, nothing too bad, but this is what the strimming is about, to get rid of this rush. Eventually it should eliminate it. Should I say. For another day. Right, back to what we were at. Yeah, this is the wire here, the 16 inches, and then another 10 or thereabouts. And the sheep are happy to stay in it, so they're happy to stay in it. I'm happy to leave them in it. I put these on originally the wrong way around. Must actually just check this and see is this side on. Yeah, there's a doornail. Yeah, I want to fix this, and then fixing it and get the distance corrected and get it raised up using them 3 staples, making it look sweet. This is the section where the sheep were going down outside. Look at how much dung there is here. How much fertilizer there is here, more like it. You see this for a pile of stuff here. Look at that there. Oh, the grass is going to grow back stronger. Stand in water, just a bit of a low spot, but this is the bit that's a bit more concerning. I do think it's because we were tracking over it with both the dumper and the digger to level it. Feel my foot. What do you do? Yeah, dumper was over here. This was where all the traffic was concentrated for the building a new pile behind me. I think we have disturbed the sod, which is accumulating water, pockets of water with wee lines, because I did go over it with a digger and tried to pack it down to level it off, but it is what it is. It'll fix itself in the long run. There's a drain down there, there's a drain over there. No, there's my boy over there. Let's go and see what he's making. Oh, boss, what are you at?
In over there.
It won't go in over there?
Yeah.
Well, what did I tell you to do?
Lift it up.
Lift it up. What did you not do?
I lift it up and then...
And now it's heavier. See this? It's torture.
Am I torture?
Yeah, you are torture. You're annoying my butt. Right. Push it in. Right. I hope you're keeping them all straight and parallel.
The only thing which needs to be parallel is the arm. And
Dude.
being bored with...
Why would you make it crooked? Amateurs make it crooked. Are you an amateur?
No.
Using my drill to make a... What are you making, boy? Turn around and talk to the camera.
Apple press.
What are you making?
An apple press.
Why are you making an apple press? because the time machine didn't work out. No, he's not making a time machine. 2 years ago he's wanting to design a time machine. Now he must have got the taste of drink somewhere because he's interested in making an apple press. He actually did up a plan. You have a blueprint? Yeah. But what did you do with it? Mum, talk right here. What did you do with it?
I left it at the house.
Duh. Right, bro, hurry up. You're keeping me back from my work.
Okay.
Turn around now, yeah. Right, push it in. Yeah, she's doing a good job. You surprising your old boy? Nearly square. Guys, you are maybe interested in where all these decking boards come out of. Where I work, there's a marina, and obviously there's a jetty, and they replaced all the boards, and I got it for firewood for the taking. I'll be using it for a lot more than just firewood. There is a lot of them that's rotted, but it is what it is. I have enough timber to do a lot of firewood. Right, dude, you've got that screw pointing the wrong direction, so get over to the other side so that you're behind it, not cockeyed from it. Outside. Guys, write in the comments what you think. Guys.
Or else you'll get demonetized.
Dude, you'll get demonetized if I knock you out. I'll edit that bit out. Hey. You better not. You're on camera. Guys, let me know what you think of Ivor's project. If you don't feed imagination, you will not get creativity. He started off with 16 birds, now he's up to, 15 birds. Now he's 18 birds there. He's actually got 19. Don't tell him. Boss, I'm going back to work, see you later.
I heard you.
I just see the reason why I didn't get shocked. Look, I didn't put the clip on. Will you hear this?
No, touch the shock thing.
No, you touch it.
No, you touch it.
Hold my hand while I touch it. Come here.
Nah.
There's a testament to how calm these sheep are. Right guys, I've just been up in the upper field and I have trimmed, so there's enough for 2 moves. I'm going to start. I have been keeping them in the grass in each part about a week because the grass is long, but eventually it's going to be every 3 to 4 days, 2 moves a week. I was told that the sheep shouldn't stay in, or sheep shouldn't hear the, let me have another go at that. Sheep shouldn't hear the church bells twice in the same paddock. You cut a leaf of grass, it starts to grow after 3 days. So that's where I'm getting my motive from. Every 3 days. I'm not working with a big flock, I'm not trimming big areas. Small scale, wee bit more maintenance, but we've got the time to do it. Vegetable garden's looking lovely.
Help me.
I'm coming now, bear with me. Message to Granny, tell that boy patience is a virtue. Before you start doing that, I'll help you. Let's come over and explain this trailer crack, and we'll tell the guys about the quad. I'm not on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook Marketplace. That is where this message is about. Connell sent me a link, sent me a picture of a quad that was for sale. I went to look, tried to ring up, guy had it, young guy, going to sell it, stopped answering the phone. I'm assuming he sold it. He told me I was a wheel kicker. Turns out he's the wheel kicker. Now, this here, what does this look like to you? Wanna know what I see? I see a chicken coop. Guys, just like the decking boards, this trailer came out of my work. I didn't steal it. Hang on, let me explain. I was at work. I seen the guys clean out the boatyard. Boat owners. I goes, what are you doing with that trailer? Taking it to the scrap. This trailer has been lying down there at least 9 years that I've been working in the same place. I says to them, if you don't mind, I'll take it. I have a use for that. Thinking chicken coop. Ended up giving the wee boy a tenner. Couldn't even get started for a tenner. Wait till you see what we're going to do. I'm going to remove, this was obviously it was a signage board. I'm going to remove all this back to the chassis. I was going to build it up like an A-frame still, and have the top flat and have nest boxes on each side, but realistically it's probably not big enough to allow the birds to jump from the outside in, because it's an 8x4 trailer or thereabouts. What I'm going to actually do is put the nest boxes at the back. I will come to the back of the trailer, pick my eggs out, do whatever, put a flap here to open and close the thing eventually. That's down the road. It will be happening before spring's over. 2024. This wheel C's to have to get a tire, and there's a company, Short Tires, get me one cheap maybe. Give you a shout out. And that one there. Guys, I'm going to end up having to buy a quad. For 4 reasons. 1, I want one. 2, Ivor wants one. 3, Izzy wants one. And 4, I know for a fact that Ardo's going to want one. Guys, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching. See you in the field. Ivor, tell me you see him in the field.
Yeah, in the field. No.
Dude, back up. Your ugly mug's gonna break the camera. Right, this is why you can't make films with kids or animals.